Hi guys, Frank here. It is Sunday, February the 11th. I thought I would do a comp plan review of Coinpressions2 today. I did a video 3 or 4 weeks ago. There's actually a video on your referral link in the How It Works page, but I thought it'd be a good time to kind of review that again. And there's one question, and I'll go through the review real quickly. I'll go through the comp plan, then I'll come back and answer that question. There's one question that I keep getting over and over and over again. And it's that, hey, I joined and I keep getting my first level filled, but I never get anybody on my second level. Your system's broken. It's not working correctly. And no, our system is not broken. It's working just fine. And I'll come back to that in a moment, and we'll talk about that. And I'll explain why certain people that really aren't promoting the business and bringing new people in, but yet their sponsor is out there promoting and working real hard to build Coinpressions2, why they're seeing their level 1 fill up on multiple different boards if they purchase multiple, but they're never seeing anyone on level 2. And I'll explain that at the end. A very simple explanation, but nothing's broken. Everything's working fine. And so we'll get to that in just a moment. So let's walk through the comp plan. So everyone starts, some people start with all 5 levels, but we have 5 stages starting at the $2 minor matrix going up to stage 5. So we pay on the pay line, as it's called in this industry, in a cycler. In other words, we pay on level 2. You don't get commission for the 2 people that are on level 1 of any of the 5 boards, any of the 5 stages. All of the commission is paid out on level 2 as each person joins. Now, typically what most cyclers will do, they pay you when these full 6 positions fill up. But what we did is we took the total pay for the matrix and we divided it by 4, and we're paying that as each person joins on the pay line. So in the $2 matrix, you make back 40 cents when each person joins, or $1.60 in matrix pay. And then we pay a 25% matrix match. So the person that is in these 2 positions right here, their sponsor, that could be you if you're out there building the business and not waiting on spillover, they get a 25% match. So when you take 25% of this $1.60, it's another 40 cents, and there is your 100% commission on this first board. It's $1.60 on the bottom line, 25% matrix match to the sponsor of these 2 people right here. So what happens when this total board fills up with all 6 people? Well, we do a re-entry and an upgrade on each position all the way through to level 5 or to stage 5. So in the $2 minor matrix, when it fills, you get a $2 re-entry back into this matrix, meaning you get a new 2x2 in the $2 minor matrix. It'll be empty. There'll be no one in it. And you begin filling that. And then you get a $4 upgrade into the prospector matrix. All of these work the same way, so we'll go quickly through them right now. The commission on the prospector matrix is 80 cents when each person joins on the pay line, or level 2 of that board. And again, if you want to figure in the matching pay there, it's 20 cents, 25% of 80 when each person joins. When that board fills, you get 2 upgrades into the $2 minor matrix, or re-entries, I guess I should say, into the $2 minor matrix. And you get 1 $8 upgrade into the builder matrix. We pay out $1.60 on the pay line of the builder matrix, 40 cents matching bonus on that matrix. And when it completes the cycle, you get 4 re-entries into the $2 minor matrix and 1 $16 upgrade into the investor matrix. Here we pay out $3.20 on the pay line. That's 80 cents on the matrix matching commission for whoever the sponsor is on those 2 people on level 2 there. And when it fills, we do 8 re-entries into the $2 matrix and 1 $32 upgrade into the trader matrix. Now, there is no upgrade from here, so we've got more money to pay out a higher commission. So instead of doubling it from 320 to 640, we now pay out $20 on the pay line. And if you do the math there, that's $5 matrix match to the sponsor of those two people on level 2. And when that completes the cycle, we give you 12 re-entries into the $2 minor matrix. Now, a lot of our members that are making, well, say all of the members that are making the most money in our program are doing what we call an all-in, or in other words, they're joining the 2, the 4, the 8, the 16, and $32 matrix when they enroll. It's only $62 to do that, and they're promoting it to come all in. So if you do that and you go out and you get 2 that get 2, or you get 6 that do that, then your $32 now turns into $104. And once you complete all 5 of these, you've not only earned $104 back and you paid $62 to start, you also have an additional 27 positions at the $2 level, and more than likely some of them has already cycled by that point and begin moving through the $4 and the $8 positions. Because you get all of your re-entries do the exact same thing that we just went through in each scenario of each one of these 5 matrices. So that's the very quick and simple version of how our comp plan works. Very simple for a cycler, but if you work the program, it can be very profitable. What we try to do is, if you could afford it, you want to be in all 5. Again, I can tell you all the people that are making the most money. If I wanted to pull the top 10 earners in our business, all of them came all in, and they're out there bringing people that come all in, or at least do what they can. You can make money if you all come in at $2, but it's going to take a while to do that, because you've got to work your way through these one at a time instead of knocking multiple out by people coming in at $62. And we're talking $62 one time. That's a very low-cost opportunity for an all-in position here at Coinpressions2. So now, as we close, I want to go back to that scenario we had. Let me pull up something here. So here is one of the things I want to talk about, why you cannot get spillover on these 2 levels. So I get that question all the time, and when I look at it, it's the person hasn't brought in anyone. So let's say that you've got spillover. John, this is John here, and Sally is above him. And John joined, and John has not recruited anyone. He's just he thought, well, Sally's a great recruiter. I'll just join with Sally, and Sally will fill up all of my boards for me, and all I've got to do is join. Well, the problem with that is when Sally goes out and gets spillover, she can fill these 2 positions right here because they filled in under John. But here's the problem. John is on Sally's first level, obviously, or he couldn't give spillover to. She couldn't give spillover to him. Well, you only have 2 levels. So this in that scenario, these 2 people are on John's sponsor. They're on his second level. When he gets the 2, the next level would be the 3rd level. So his level 2 would be the person right above him, or his sponsor would be their level 3. We don't have a level 3, so it's impossible to get spillover there. So what happens is these 4 positions right here, they have to be filled by one of these 3 people right here. They're the only 3 people that can fill these positions. This person at the top can go out and sponsor 4 and fill them. This person can only fill these 2, and this person can only fill these 2. So it's up to these 3 people, you and the 2 people that happen to be on your first level, to fill the bottom position. If you don't fill them, if you don't get the people, or they don't get the people and bring them in, and refer them in, these positions will never fill. And it works that way with every cycler. That's not something that's unique to ours. And any 2x2 cycler, you can never get spillover on the second level. In any any of them. And there's none that will work that way just because it's physically impossible. So that's why when I tell people that are out there doing the PIF thing, I've got a couple of people that, they're just barely under break even, and I look at their downline and they've PIFed in 50 or 60 people, and not one of those people they PIFed in has done anything. So one of the things that I tell everyone, if you're going to PIF someone in, you need to get a commitment from them to do the same thing. If you do that, it's a wonderful system. It works perfectly. But any 2x2 matrix is built on every person going out and getting at least 2 people. So you should get the commitment from them to do that. It's very easy, to do. And if someone isn't getting, if they're getting no one in the business, even if they're trying to do a PIF, they're not trying to do anything. It's impossible to not go out and find someone that would make a commitment to do that if you do it for them. It's usually an easy thing to do if you present it to someone. Hey, I will get you in this business. I'll pay your way in. Hey, all I need is a commitment from you to do that for 2 more people. Maybe you go find those 2 people and they pay their way in. But if you do all the PIFing in and they do nothing, then unfortunately you're not going to make any money in this business, because you need your downline to reproduce and do something. And it's just that's just the math of any opportunity, and this one is no different. So we have something really great here. It's simple to promote. Those that are out there putting in just even a minimal amount of effort are having success, because it's an easy thing to bring people into if you share it with them. How simple it is, how low cost it is. Those that can afford it, do the $62 and come all in and go out and promote it that way. You'll make money much, much faster. And you'll end up seeing your positions begin to explode. It is literally easy, if you go out and bring people in, to have hundreds, if not at some point, in some cases, over 1,000 of the positions at the top, and they begin to push their way through into these others, and you'll begin to cycle multiple positions at one time, multiple positions in every day or 2. And when you do that, these little tiny commissions here begin to add up, because they all build toward these $20 commissions on the back end back here, which again brings you even more profit centers in the form of a $2 minor matrix back in at the top. So if you have any questions at all, bring it to me. One of the things that we wanted to highlight on here is why you cannot get spillover on your second level, and why it's very important that if you're going to PIF someone in, get a commitment from them to do the same thing, and then your PIFs will, you'll see that turn into a positive income for you. Because if you PIF everyone in, you're not going to have a positive income if those people never do anything. And in some situations, I've seen where some people are actually PIFing in bogus positions. Not everyone that you see that registers does it with a legitimate email or a legitimate name. And if you're just going in your back office and upgrading someone and not knowing who they are and not communicating with them, you may be paying it forward for a position that was just created with a bogus email or a bogus name. There's no way to verify that unless you communicate with the people that you're going to pay it forward for. So with that, I'm going to close this video. If you have any questions about the comp plan, reach out to me, put in a support ticket, be happy to answer. But like I said, that's one question that I've received several times, is about the spillover on the second level, and just wanted to clarify why you cannot get spillover. You can get spill under from these 2 people, or you can fill them, but no one above you can fill the second level of any of your matrices. So with that, I'm going to close this video. Again, thanks for taking the time. Send in a support ticket, reach out to me if you have any additional questions about the comp plan. Take care.